Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb, you're you, and this is Civilization 6, where we're perhaps going to wrap up the game as the Aztecs today, we'll see. We're trying our answer Deity, and as I've mentioned many times, I'm not really a Deity level player, but we're holding out. If I remember right from last night, we saw that Alexander has at least 3 spaceports, so he's definitely pushing hard for a science win. Of course, we still have the wild card that is Greece and their culture dominance. Because, let's face it, he has to beat Macedon and not me. Probably. Now that might change, because I have not gotten the Conservation Civic. And once you get the Conservation Civic, all our city walls, which we built a lot of, will start generating culture or tourism per turn, so we are looking at a fair bit of tourism per turn in an uptick there. Perhaps not enough to catch up to Alexander, that's fine. But hey, we'll see what we can manage. We'll see if we can sort that out a bit. Our might has actually grown a fair bit too, actually, now that I look at it. We're stronger than Macedonia. Well, what do you know? In fact, Pericles is now the strongest. That's because he owns a owns another save. Getarja and Friedrich are still the strongest players. That's fine by me, as long as they don't do some dastardly sneak attacks. Very end. They're one tech ahead of Alexander, but he's launched a space satellite, so we'll see. Our science per turn dwarfs him now, so I suspect we'll get to the end techs before he will. So hopefully we'll still get this space win, as long as Pericles doesn't get a culture win in the meantime. Time will tell. Though, of course, I did remember a couple of things. For example, this thing, where I'm building the spaceport. Why the hell did I not send a builder up here to finish the spaceport? I do not know. But, you know, that's me being stupid. So we're gonna build a builder. I would have finished the spaceport way sooner. I still want to add one more turn to this thing. And so we can start the Estadio what's its next turn. I mean, we probably will sacrifice the banana for a theater square at this point. I mean, that will not bother 2 world wonders, 2 districts, one of which is a 2 districts, and the government plaza. So it's a great site if we get the Estadio what's its. And this one isn't location dependent, unlike the Colosseum. Flatland adjacent to plus amenities in all cities. Yes, so we want that one so badly. Let's see how that goes. So we're doing great people, by the way. Don't particularly care for this individual. Well, one amenity isn't just one amenity housing. Well, it's not bad, but it's not great either. But we've gotten the I think we've gotten both of the engineers for the rocket science program, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be that valuable anyways. The merchant, 2 genes, that would have been awesome. Of course, we're not generating a single merchant point. We haven't built a single commercial hub, that's the one. We haven't built a single commercial hub. Science for rainforests. It looks like we're gonna get them, but can we use them? Here or adjacent. I don't think I have that much rainforest left. We did build lumber mills this time around, so we did preserve some of it. Didn't clear everything. As for the artist, it doesn't really matter too much to me. As long as we're generating some points. See if we can snag a few of these before they're all gone. More to the point, we just want to snag a few so that Pericles doesn't get them. Yeah. We did just enter the atomic era, right? Yes. We need how many points to avoid a dark age? About 20-ish points, and we have at least 35 turns. Should be okay-ish. We have a whole bunch of obsolete military units. We have to deal with those. I think we're going to preserve our faith for rock bands, because I want to counter-push Pericles on culture as much as we can, at least. Was there anything else going on that I have to remember? I think we were doing okay on city status, right? Yeah, mostly content. Doing okay. We're hoping to get the promotions to get vertical development in this guy. That requires 2 more, right? 2 more promotions. When do we get more promotions anyways? Yeah, we're still miles behind these guys. Because culture was the least prioritized thing I had, and that definitely shows now. Definitely shows. That's envoys, right? Yes. Okay, 2 government titles, social media and globalization, and that's when we unlock vertical integration. That's fine, as long as we can get up on our science. Or Cyrus. I kind of feel sympathy for Cyrus. He got crushed. He really got crushed. That other continent was quite the mess. Right, we were also trying to aim for nuclear fission. Because that's gonna trigger the boost for a inspiration that we need, I think. Because I think that's why we were going for it. Nuclear fission, yes. It's gonna trigger Cold War, which is what we want. So totalitarianism and class struggle are sidetracks. Do I care? I mean, this card is gonna be good for us. To production for food. Because most of my trade routes are returning to Atlantis. Oh. Oh, good dear lord. My apologies. Sudden sneezing happens all the time. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Most of our trade routes are returning to Tenochtitlan to boost them because of the University of Sankore. Yes. So we would get more food and production. So that card is pretty good if I can spare a slot for it. I don't know if I want to sacrifice 5 turns for it though. And that isn't too bad either, to be honest, as a card. There are some interesting cards, but again it comes down to what do we want to use. I might have to go into heritage tourism and just, yeah, do what we can. We'll see where we are. Or at least this first. And then conservationism, because I definitely need to catch up there. Did I sidestep anything else way back here? Theocracies. We never did theocracies. I don't need it either. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're a bit behind on civics. That's fine. World Games, we are not really participating, are we? What do we need to do? Train athletes, maintain stadiums and aquatic centers. Okay. Well, as soon as we're out of build queues, we're definitely going to train some athletes, I think. I can't wait too long. How long do we have? 24 turns left. Aid request. Minus there. Well, I should be able to match him at least. Let's, it's 21 turns. Am I waiting for something specific with my goal? I don't think so. So we're gonna go to Getarja. Make her a deal. Just give her flat 200 gold. Give gift. I mean, I would much rather use my production really, but that should be enough to get me past Friedrich. I mean, we're basically buying diplomatic favor, which is okay. I can live with that. Okay, now for the environmental crisis. 10 turns until next step, next phase. Are we in stage 3? Yeah, we are in phase 3. So this is currently what's tormenting us. And that's what's gonna happen in 4 turns, right? Sea levels rise, lowlands will be submerged at or below 1 meter. So the first submersion is upon us in 10 turns. And Storms and Floods stopped giving fertility, which is okay, I suppose. 10 turns. Is this low level 1? That's 2 meters. City center should be safe. Yes. And this tile is 3 meters. Okay, so this won't be submerged. That's fine then. What about up here? That. It's 2 meters. This. 3 meters. City tile is safe apparently. I wonder, if you colonize on these tiles, do they become safe automatically? Anyways, you're still fine. What about you? Now, this is coastal lowland 1 meter. And you're not gonna finish it in time. So I'm very curious to see what happens here. The city of Mitla is basically removed. And these 2 tiles drowned. I'm very curious about that. Maybe we should finish that settler we have going up here. You're currently building a coal power plant, that's fine. I think you're just gonna finish the settler afterwards. Just so I have it, in case something really bad happens over there. Anyways, all that talking and stuff aside, next turn. I have to really familiarize myself with the game, you know, after every single day. Because I never remember what's going on. Professional sports, excellent.
There's so much plastic in this culture that vinyl leopard skin is becoming an endangered synthetic. If winning isn't everything, why do they keep score?
Why do they keep score indeed? We might have to look at the policy cards in a moment. I want the university, but we can get scores by having an aquatic center, so let's get that built first, then the university. Will be fine, I think. Evening, Gun Mage. These 2 things, I guess. We might have nukes today. Whether we're gonna nuke the Dutch, I do not know. That's about as committal as I'll be to that. You might have a very big axe to grind with the Dutch. I don't, I'm afraid. Not in this game. Oh, there was some landmass up here. Okay, let's have a look-see. Welcome rainfall, the drought ended. A violent storm has broken out there. That's gonna go north. That is so gonna go north. I just know it. That's absolutely the worst prediction for it. Yes, I guess. Factory's gonna be done in not workshop, not the factory. We could buy the factory, that would actually help a lot, but that's what you were saving up money for. I think anyone would buy things. Macedon doesn't have... No, Macedon does have iron. Never mind, it's not Macedon I'm looking for. I'm looking for Pound Maker, yeah. So, make a deal. Would you care to buy some iron? Some very, very useless iron. And thank you for the resubscription.
Please leave the Dutch alone.
Thank you, Charging Totem, for the resubscription. Please leave the Dutch alone. Oh, okay. I might have to cater to that then. I'll have to see. I mean, You'll dominate if the Dutch get nuked, Conmage? Oh my goodness. We'll see. First I have to get the nukes. That's still a ways off. My focus is still on trying to win the game, but you know, if we get nukes, perhaps we'll do evil things. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying it's going to be against the Dutch. We have other people to have a grudge against, like Pericles and Macedon. You know, they're going to win the game if we might not, you know, intervene. So. I mean, the Dutch aren't really a threat in this game. In fact, they're kind of helping me by keeping everybody else on my continent busy in endless wars. So, you know. We shall see. You want iron too? Okay, good. I mean, I don't mind selling my useless resources. Horses. You would probably take horses because you have less than 20. Now, I did check that earlier. So, Gitarja and Friedrich are the strongest powers in the world right now in terms of military strength. That's my two neighbors, closest neighbors. So I'm a bit nervous about that. I think Macedon and Greece have basically wiped each other out in terms of military strength. Everyone has niter. I do not want to trade away my oil unless we're capped, which we are almost. Maybe. Gitarja doesn't have coal. He does have money. Let's make a deal. Have some more very clean coal. 18 gold per turn. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. You really wanted that coal. Does she care for oil? It's a little bit of oil. Yeah, sure. There we go. Or is it 10 gold per turn? That's fine too. Either way, we want the money. Who doesn't have oil? Macedon. I'm a bit more worried about trading oil to Macedon, but I mean, I know he has tons of it. He has like 3 oil wells up north of Pella, its capital. He hasn't improved them yet. So, you know, you can tide him over for a bit, that's fine. We're still at war with Pericles. Yeah, horses no one buys, so that's fine, we got a little bit of money. A little bit of cash infusion. Do we have open borders and everything, by the way? We have with you guys. Open borders are all right here. Yes, all the open borders. And I think we all still have all the luxuries, right? Well, the ones we can buy. Pretty much, yes. Trying to keep our citizens happy. We can't get toys. We do have an access to jade. Well, we'll have it very soon. It's right on our doorstep. In fact, I got it right now. There we go. Jade. Alrighty. Let's scout out some more. Oh, well, I can cross over there. Yeah, let's use the bridges to cross our way up here into their territory. Okay, so Ephesus wouldn't show up on the city list, for example, because it has a tiny bit of damage, right? If I go to the Greek list, make deal, Ephesus shouldn't be listed here. And indeed, it is not. That's why it's kind of problematic to judge the size of this thing. Oh my. Oh, my apologies. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Everything goes wrong today. Sudden sneezing. And yes, I mean, I know I'm not doing the elbow thing and everything, but you know, I tried to cover the sneeze rather than cover the droplets. But I don't have anyone to infect here. But yeah, it's difficult to judge the size of the nations at war because of the fact that well, at least when they're in the fog of war, because of the fact that damaged cities won't show up on the trade list. So we can't actually tell how large the civs are. That's what we were getting at in me rambly fashion. What are these? The Greek missionaries have begun to show up. Okay. Okay, that's fun. You are going to swap for some new things. Oh, we never actually built these. That won't matter because that's actually the Aztec ability. War department could be useful. 4 slots for great works. Not really useful unless I trade for them, which we could do. Yeah, I hadn't considered that actually. We could start trading for artworks to try to fend off the Greeks, because these guys won't make a culture win. I'll be hesitant to steal anything from Macedon, but from the others, sure. Oh, you need to build a stadium. Yeah. You need to build a stadium. We never repaired the coal power plant. Oh, dough. I'm an idiot. Coal power plant, stadium, spaceport after that. Need to quickly see if we can get the Estadio. We're gonna spend quite a few turns chasing that dream. Building anything else? Right, you're also trying to get a flood barrier going for this one tile, which is going to submerge, right? 2 meters. Okay, not quite yet. Soon, though. Yeah, the world is drowning. It's a bit of a problem. There's a slight one. Alright, cards. Do we want to trade any cards out? That's extra gold. We're kind of... Well, I still want to modernize. But I probably have to save up gold for a bit, so I'm going to let that go away for a bit. Still need this. Why not extra gold? Housing and amenities. This card is really good though. Sports media is also actually a pretty good one. I might even want to go skyscrapers to get the stadium out sooner. It's only 15% boost and the city has a lot of production. I think this is what's going to generate the most money for us. That's going to be 14 times 4 gold per turn. Compared to the levy. Actually, what do we currently pay in military upkeep? I should probably check that first. Where do I even see that? Here? Expenses. Minus 98 from units. So depending on how many units I have, that's minus 2 per unit in upkeep. So if I have more than 28 military units, that pays off more. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, because this was minus 2 gold per turn, right? Yeah, 2 gold per turn for each unit. I have to have at least 28 military units for this one to pay off. I don't think I have that, so... Okay, out goes this, in goes the triangle trade card. And I think that's where we're gonna go for a bit. I might start switching this one out, actually. Because most of our harbors and those things have been built by now. Most. Not all, though. Okay. Next turn. This is why it takes ages for me to win, because I get caught up in minutia. Peace in our time. Itarja and Poundmaker are at peace. Do they raid any land?
Better to fight for something than live for nothing.
Okay, let's see if we have uranium. If we don't have uranium, that means no nukes.